Good afternoon and welcome to this week's Moar workshop video diary. I am filming this one quite late on in the day because I've had a bit of a long day, some meetings. It's actually been a week mainly of meetings. I had Henrik from Nordbang Effects came on I think Tuesday morning. We had coffee together and spoke about gear and guitars and pedals and the industry, and I had a Guitars Collected on Wednesday, Paul's walnut wafer with two kind of firebird humbuckers that was collected on Wednesday, and then Wednesday afternoon I had my first tone consultancy meeting, which is a project I might talk about in more detail. But the guitar, well, there's two guitars I got most of my time this week. Number one is the walnut wafer that got collected. It's always a big kind of rush of activity at the end of a build because I don't, obviously in my workshop guitars hanging around, and I kind of like, if I have a guest, I'd like to offer a guitar to play on, and of course the guitars get scratched when that happens. You know, if someone's playing with a pick, I don't want to kind of tell them not to. So guitars are kind of in a, you know, what's the place between heaven and hell after you die? Purgatory. Guitars are in purgatory before I ship them, and then the few days before I ship, I go mad doing absolute final sanding and waxing and polishing and waxing and polishing and setting up and more waxing, more polishing and setting up, and that's what Paul's guitar got, and he picked it up actually and was, I think I could say he was over the moon with it, and he actually took it to the studio that day and tracked some sick guitar parts. The other guitar that I worked on most was this baritone, Morty, for Dave Richards, a good friend of the company. Actually, he's a really, you know, all my customers are friends, but me and Dave talk almost every day. He's a good guy, of course. He's, you know, he commissioned. I wasn't going to do anything separate for the Naked Mortys. My idea was that they'd all be absolutely the same. And we didn't know each other at the time, but he wrote saying, "Hey, do you think maybe you could do a baritone?" And I'm so into baritones that I couldn't say no. It's like, yeah, I just find them really exciting. And last week, if you watched this, you will, this wasn't strung up. It was actually strung up by the end of the day, last Friday. And I said, probably I'm going to have it taken apart again by Monday. And it is true. I strung it up and I didn't quite like all of the alignment and the bridge height, and the nut I didn't like so much either. The bridge height, especially on a baritone guitar, there's a lot of kind of tension on the strings. I want the height to be exactly kind of in the middle of where it could be. Too low, and there's not enough downward force on the barrels, big brass barrels. If they're too low, then the angle is not quite right enough. Too high, of course, there's no room for adjustment. And now it's actually pretty perfect. Lovely string ferrule block. I haven't actually worked this neck joint yet. It's you know, it's of course, it looks great, but it could be better, and it will be made to be better. But is it in tune? Yeah. It's intonated as well, I think. Yeah, pretty good. 29-inch scale length, tuned to B standard, and it's going to be mean. He has not been sure how he was going to finish it, and we've spoken a lot about it. He's still not sure how he's going to finish it. I think it's so pretty. Get it in the lights. I think it's so pretty. I think it would be a shame to do anything too kind of crazy to it. I give all the Naked Mortys with a big bottle of oil, or a small bottle. Actually, it's a big bottle considering how much oil you need, but it's a small bottle. You can do maybe like 4 or 5 guitars with how much oil I give. I give too much, but that's a problem that I have. I give enough oil for him to, of course, do it, and I'm hoping he just does that, because I think this is an ash body and a maple neck and a Wenge fretboard, and I'm not sure if you can see the grain on the camera, but it is quite pretty. So we will see what happens with that. I think he's been talking about staining it a certain colour, and I don't want to give anything away. Of course, it has a scallop nut, which I've been doing all year, or since the summertime. I don't think it's going to focus if you go that close, but we will see about that. Anyway, right, that's that. What else has been happening this week? Been rehandling some chisels with extra long handles. I like to have long-handled chisels for some of my processes. Of course, have short handles and long handles as well. What else has been done? That is probably basically it. It was that one and the walnut wafer, which is gone. Had a few cool commissions come in. A Moar tea and a Wayfair came in for 2021. I'm actually basically up to 2022 now, which is fantastic. It's so exciting that 2021 is already kind of I'm full, which is really awesome. Any other cool guitars to talk about? This should be happening very soon. I've been waiting for I've ordered a custom case for it. Ugh. This is it's going to be a beast. I just need to wire it up, and then it's there. This is for Philippe. He actually ordered 3 custom kind of high-end. I think I can say I'm high-end. 3 high-end basses from me and 2 other builders around the same time. So pressure's on to make a really good one, and I think this is going to be cool. The thing that's holding this up is, well, my time, but also I ordered a custom case that exactly fits all the contours, and it hasn't arrived yet, and it's just taking a long time. I'm not going to say the name of the company because I don't want to give them a bad reputation, but if you're watching this, then hurry up. Anyway, that's that. That should be finished. I really hope to get this sent off before Christmas, because he's been waiting a long time. But it's just sitting here, and the longer it sits here, oh, where is it? There you go. There you go. Now it's in tune. I mean, it stays under string tension, for months actually. I tried to keep it in tune. The A string was a little bit flat, so there we go. It's just a way of testing the neck joint and making sure that the neck is stable and the action is stable, and I like to try to leave it where it is for a while. Any other new gear? No new gear this week. I really wanted Henrik from Nordbang Effects to leave an effects pedal, and he didn't. How dare he? But anything else happening? I think that's it. And next week is I'm going to ship some guitars. Hopefully 4 or 5 guitars. I need to ship this mahogany kind of S-type thing. The delay on it has been, I had a guest and he scratched it. He didn't, not badly, but he had a zipper, and I didn't even tell him because he would have felt absolutely awful. But that's what the delay's been, is I had to patch sand a little bit, build some oil, put some wax on it, then I'll ship it. But this is going to be it is lovely. I can't wait for this to arrive. This is Will's house. Anyway, that's that. And then, yeah, but thank you so much for watching, if you're watching. Obviously you're watching if you're watching. And have a fantastic week, and see you later.